We've got more good news for the housing market here in Tampa Bay. The number of houses sold is up 35% from this time last year. Home prices are up by almost 9%, and these are signs that we are on the way to recovery. But what do these numbers really mean for us? Is it time to buy or sell? We are joined now by Peter Murphy, CEO of Home Encounter. Thank you so much again for joining us, Peter.
You're welcome.
Well, these numbers change all the time. What do they mean, and which one should we really care about?
Well, we always ask our clients to watch four main numbers. The first of all, home sales volume. That's how many homes have sold this month, and that's always compared to how many homes sold this time last year. This is a really important indicator. It shows how demand for existing housing is trending. Sellers, they want to see this number increasing steadily, as it suggests there's lots of demand for local real estate. Buyers, on the other hand, they want a hot deal. They usually want to see this number falling, since less demand can lead to lower prices. For the economy overall, it's always better to see this number increasing. It means that consumer confidence for real estate is high. Second up, home sale prices. This indicates how home prices are trending, and in a strengthening economy, we want to see home prices increasing at a reasonable rate, usually not more than the rate of inflation and never more than salaries. Sellers, they want to see home prices rising because this means that they'll finally be able to get more for their underwater home. Perhaps they'll even be able to break even. Buyers, on the other hand, want to see this number stable or maybe just coming off a decline, as this suggests that prices aren't falling anymore. And since we've been in a period of sustained home price increases, which reflects that the market is finally in some stage of recovery and the worst is behind us, this is something the sellers love to see. And even though buyers may not be crazy about paying more for their homes, at least it suggests that prices aren't falling anymore, which is a great thing. So next up, months of available inventory. This indicates how long it will take at a current rate of sale for all the homes on the market to be bought up. In a healthy market, we have anywhere from 3 to 4 months of inventory, which is right about where we all are today, coincidentally. Compare that to the height of the real estate collapse, where we had 20 months of homes on the market, and we're in a far better position today than we were then. Of course, we don't want this number to get too low, because that will force prices to rise too quickly, and it could reach a point where homes are no longer affordable to the average Bay Area working class household. Last of all, home sale type. This is an odd one, and it's a newer one for us to evaluate. It reflects the concentration of foreclosure sales to short sales to conventional sales. Here's what that means. When the market was in a really bad shape, more than half of all sales were foreclosures or short sales. That's called distressed sales. And this caused home prices to drop really fast, and it meant that sellers were having to slash their prices in order to compete. Today, on the other hand, distressed sales are at a much healthier level, about 30% of all sales. Now, buyers may not like this as much because prices were held low by the numbers of foreclosures on the market, but for the economy overall, the fewer distressed sales, the better.
It makes complete sense. So really, it's a seller's market versus a buyer's market at play, and that's what's going on?
Yeah, generally that's the case. In a buyer's market, a buyer has all the power, and there's lots of homes to choose from, and prices are falling. It takes a long time to sell. That's generally bad for the economy overall, but great for buyers who can take advantages of these inefficiencies. On the other hand, a seller's market, prices are rising, inventory levels are low, sale volumes are increasing. Rising demand means that sellers can ask whatever they want for homes within reason, and buyers are willing to pay it. So a seller's market's a great thing for the economy.
It certainly is, which begs the question, I guess we are in a seller's market. It seems like, to me anyway.
Yeah, to a degree we are. We're moving from a buyer's market into a seller's market for most types of homes. And for the sake of economic recovery, we want this to happen. What we don't want, however, is an overcorrection in prices, because that does no good when prices rise too much. Then homes become unaffordable for the average households, and that can really stall out a housing market recovery. Median home prices should rise to the point that's affordable to the average buyer in the Bay Area. Then they should hold right there. That's a market in equilibrium, and it's the sign of a stable housing market.
So I think the key is, how do we stay in that equilibrium? That's the hard thing, but I guess it all works out. All right. Thank you so much.
The market makes it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Peter, for joining us tonight.
My pleasure.